Yeah.
I think Xbox's Microsoft's transparency on it has been really good. Like they've been really open with what's going on with the Series X, what's happening, what's games that are coming on it, except for the misstep that they had today where they said gameplay reveal. They should have been a little more specific. They should have just said maybe like big Series X announcements, just or another just call it an inside Xbox. But other than that, leading up to it, they've been really, really good with just really being open and telling the audience. Like Phil Spencer in his interviews, he's so honest and like just letting you know how he thinks things are going to go. He was super honest about. He's like, I'm not sure about the software side of things, but we know hardware is going to make it on launch. He's like, Halo Infinite, maybe not. He's very open about it. But to your point or to your question, I guess when you were saying, do you think that it's a bad thing that they've been kind of slowly drip feeding it? You know what I mean? And I guess the way you could look at it is like, I don't know, you get two buckets of water, and you got one just kind of just slowly pouring it on you, and you're just like you're getting wet. You know what I mean? Not this is not meant to be. You're slowly getting wet, right? It's like it's a little bit. It's just getting
The
all.
wet.
Yeah, it's getting there, and then you're like, this is exciting, this is exciting. Then PlayStation just takes their bucket, same amount of water, and just goes. And you're like, whoa! And then you're just like, that was amazing. That's what I wanted to, that's what I wanted to see. But you're basically
That's actually a good analogy. I didn't know where you're going with that.
you've gotten the
I thought we
same
just were trying to
amount.
throw.
You got the same amount of wetness, bro, but you just got more at one time. So I
So
guess
I
you could
think
look at it
that's
that way.
that's kind of why that is extremely good analogy for sure. But I think that's why Microsoft has their big reveal in July versus June because they'll let that Sony announcement kind
The
of
shock, yeah.
settle down, and then
Yeah.
boom, here comes Microsoft putting out their first party games that they've been working on because we know they've been working on them. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't do any for the Xbox One, so they've just kind of I think they just kind of pushed them all to the Series X because they want
Oh
Series
yeah,
X to kind of have that factor that Sony had for this whole entire generation. They need a game like a God of War, a Spider-Man. They need something other than Halo and Gears of War and
Did
definitely.
Forza. They need
Yeah,
did
something else.
Phil
desperately.
sorry, yeah, did Phil Spencer come out and say that there won't be any Xbox One Series X exclusive for the first
First
year or first
parties.
few months?
Definitely
First
first
parties,
party.
yeah.
Yeah, first party. They said that there wouldn't be
Because
any
Halo's
exclusives.
going obviously the current gen, and then
Yeah.
going into next gen. So
Um.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that hurts them a tiny bit. Because
I mean,
I think Sony are going to have the Horizon Zero Two done pretty close to launch from what we're hearing
Not gonna lie,
and
that
stuff like
that
that.
if you think about it from a dollar bill standpoint to make money,
mm,
it makes more sense to release it on Xbox One and Series X. Just
Oh
like
yeah,
uh just like Nintendo did with Zelda.
mm-hmm.
They released it for the Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah. I don't. I think
yeah, but
that's
I like
yeah.
the sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 no. You go. You go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I like the idea of getting a new console and then getting a game, you know, developed for that console. It's not being held back by limitations that have to be considered on the current gen. So
Yeah.
that would be my only concern. So I do like the thoughts of getting a brand new console and a brand new game made from the ground up for that console.
That this
So
Well,
is
think about
you
this
can only
too.
play it on this next gen. Yeah.
yeah,
They build these things on super high-end PCs, and they have to end up dumbing them down one way or the other.
yeah,
They probably have two different type of development teams working on one version of the game, and then the other working on the high-end version.
Well,
I can only imagine.
supposedly it's like super easy to upgrade the game. I mean, didn't they show Gears 5 running on Series X, and they said the team was only working on this optimized version for I might be wrong here, but it was a very short amount of time. I think it was 2 weeks. It only took them 2 weeks to optimize it running at like 4K at PC ultra high settings.
Yeah,
And
because they're building these on high-end PCs anyway.
yeah,
So
so I mean, I to what Peter was saying though, like imagine if they do reveal Horizon Horizon 2, and it's like this game can only be possible on next gen, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's tight. That automatically gets you like you gets you percolated. You know what I mean? You're already excited for it because you're like next
Can we
gen
say
only.
percolated on Twitch?
Sure, right? Yeah. Yeah, it gets you automatically excited for it, man. And then when you see the game running, you're just like, whoa, this is what next gen is capable of. Now, granted, we haven't seen what Halo Infinite looks like. They could be like, here's the Series X version of Halo Infinite, and then they could be like, here's that Xbox One version that you can play if you want. And it's like, whoa, that could be yeah, like, that would be the thing. That would be like, okay, which is super smart for Xbox, because if you're an Xbox One owner, you buy Halo Infinite and then you're playing it, and then you see like Twitch live streams, or you see trailers for the Series X, and you're just like, I gotta upgrade. I love this game so much, I can't play it on the Xbox One anymore. I gotta get on the Series X. So that could
Just
be
like the One and the One X.
yeah, exactly. I mean, this is going to be just tenfold on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so that'll be the difference maker. It'll be how good does these optimized games look compared to the like the counterparts, the Xbox One counterpart of the same game. But yeah, seeing Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and they say this is PS5 only, and this is what it's capable of, that's exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the big one there for Sony is going to be Spider-Man 2.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
I honestly think
Yeah.
Spider-Man would be bigger than Horizon Zero
Yeah, it's going
Dawn.
to reach a
Like,
broader audience.
Definitely.
yeah, exactly.
I just don't know if it's ready. If it, if it would be ready at this point.
From what I've read online, it doesn't sound like it's not going to hit the launch or anything. But I
Right.
think you're probably looking at a few months after launch, because apparently the development's going really well from that.
Launch
So,
year, huh? That's cool.
Possibly.
First year.
Well, I'd probably say after January.
Oh yeah,
the console
first
launch,
year of the console then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting.